Hello, my dear students, with new questions. Let's start with question one. If Basim bought a phone for 10% less than Hisham did, how much money did Hisham pay if they paid 3,800 in total? So we have Basim paid 10% less than Hisham. So if Hisham paid 100%, Basim will pay 10% less than Hisham. So it's 100 minus 10. It means that Basim equals 10% less than 100, it means 90%. And you know that 90% in decimal, it will be 0.9. So this is 0.9 each. And they paid together, Basim plus Hisham, 3,800. So we can replace B with 0.9 H. It means the place of B, it's 0.9 H plus H. This is equal to 3,800. 0.9 H plus H, this is 1, so it's 0.9 plus 1, which equals 1.9 H. This is equals 3,800. Then divided both sides by 1.9. Now you can eliminate 1 over 1.9 and 1.9. So this is 3,800 over 1.9. In this denominator, we have to remove the decimal point, so we'll multiply both the numerator and denominator times 10. So we can write it 38,000 over 19. You know that 38 divided 19 equals 2, and write down 3 zeros. So Hisham paid 2,000 reals, so the answer is. Let's move to question 2. If the triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, find the area of the shaded triangle. You know that the area of all of this triangle, the equilateral triangle, we have a formula for it, which is root 3 over 4. I will answer it here, root 3 over 4, times the side squared. We have the side equals 12. So if you want to calculate the area of all of this triangle ABC, it will be root 3 over 4 times the side squared, which is 12 times 12. I wrote it 12 as 12 times 12, not 12 squared, because I'd like to simplify. Divided 4 equals 1, divided 4 equals 3. Now we have 3 times 12, which equals 36, and write down root 3. So the area of all of this triangle is 36 root 3. Now count how many congruent triangles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to find the area of each triangle, you will divide this area by 8. 36 divided 8, I think both numbers are divisible by 4. Divided 4 equals 2, divided 4 equals 9, so it will be 9 over 2 root 3. So the answer is 9 root 3 over 2. This is the answer. The answer is B. Let's move to question 3. Question 3, if the area of the square is 9, find the circumference of the circle. You know that if we have the area of the square equals 9, and you know that the area of the square is side times side, take the square root to find the side length. So each side is 3. So this side is 3 and this side is 3. Also, we can find the length of the diameter of the diagonal of the square. They are the same. 3, 3, it will be 3 root 2. 3 root 2. So this is 3 root 2. So the diameter length is 3 root 2. And you know that the circumference of the circle is diameter times 5. So the answer is 3 root 2 times 5. 3 root 2 times 5, which is 3. For question 4, what is the ratio between the area of the shaded triangle to the area of the rectangle? If you have a shape like this, you have a triangle inside a rectangle, and they have the same base, and the opposite vertex lies on the opposite side, you will find that the area of the triangle equals half the area of the rectangle, so the answer is C. Question 5, a cat can climb stairs 6, 6, or 8, 8, or 10, 10 without remaining. Find the lowest number of steps of this ladder. You know that the cat can jump several steps in one jump. Okay, so if we have a cat can climb 6 every 6 stairs, or every 8, or every 10 without remaining. It means that you will search for a number which is divisible by 6, 8, and 10 from the choices. 48, this is not divisible by 10. And also 80, it's not divisible by 6. You have both 120 and 240. If you check 120, it's divisible by 6 because 12 divided 6, it will be 2. And also it's divisible by 8, and it ends with 0, so it's divisible by 10. So the lowest number, which equals 120. Let's move to question 6. A runner covers a distance in 64 seconds. Compare between the minutes it takes to cover the distance 10 times. So to find the minutes, the number of minutes to cover distance or this distance 10 times, you can multiply 64 times 10, which equals 640 seconds. We can change B, that we have 10 minutes. We can multiply it times 60, as you know that we have 60 seconds in 1 minute, so it will be 600 seconds. So it will be easier to change both into seconds. It means A is greater. Let's move to question 7. If E is the midpoint of AN and N is the midpoint of AB, find DO plus 3EN over CO plus AN. Now we have E is the midpoint of AN, E midpoint of AN. The meaning of midpoint, it lies at the middle between A and N. So if this part is X, this part also is X, and this is X, and this is X. And also we have N at the midpoint of AB. N, the midpoint of all of AB, it means it lies at the middle of AB, midpoint. So all of this distance equals all of this distance. All of this distance is 2x. So all of this distance also is 2x. Now calculate DO, which equals x, plus 3EN, EN which is x, so it's 3x, over CO, CO, this is 2x, so this is 2x, so CO which is 2x, plus AN, all of AN equals 2x. Now we have 1 plus 3x which equals 4x, and 2x plus 2x which equals 4x, 4x over 4x which equals 1. Let's move to question 8. If x equals -1, what is the value of x power 3 minus 9x squared plus x minus 3? Replace x with -1, so we have -1 raised to the power of 3 minus 9 times -1 squared plus -1 minus 3. -1 power 3 which equals -1. This is 1 because this is an even exponent, so it's -9 minus 1 minus 3. Calculate -1 minus 9 which equals -10. Minus 1 it will be -11 minus 3 equals -14, so the answer is C. Let's move to question 9. Ali is northwest of Saad. Khalid is north of Ali. Where is Saad located according to Khalid? So let's start from the beginning. We have Ali northwest of Saad. So if this is Saad, Ali is northwest of Saad, so north means go up. This is the direction of the north. Then west. This is the direction of west. So you have to know the directions. This is north, this is south, this is west, and this is east. So this is Saad, and this is Ali. Khalid is north of Ali, so Khalid is here. Where is Saad located according to Khalid? This is Saad, and this is Khalid. So he is southeast, southeast. So the answer is southeast, which is B. Question 10, calculate 2 root 30 plus root 120 over root 3 times root 2 times root 5. In this question, you can rewrite root 20 as root 4 times 30. And you can take the square root of 4, which equals 2, and write down 30. So we can replace root 120 with 2 root 30. So this is 2 root 30. Now we have 2 root 30 plus 2 root 30, which equals 4 root 30. Over, if you have several roots like that, multiplied by each other, you can multiply the numbers under the square root. So 3 times 2 equals 6, 6 times 5, which equals 30. Now we can cross root 30 with root 30, so the answer is 4. Question 11. If root x equals 2, then x plus 4 equals what? In this question, you can make both sides square to cancel the square root. So cross them out. So we have x equals 2 squared. It means x equals 4, so it's 4 plus 4, which equals 8, so the answer is 8. For question 12, if the square root of 3x equals the square root of 18, what is the value of x? In this question, you can make both sides squared. It means 3x equals 18. Then divide both sides by 3. It means x equals to 6. So the answer is D. For question 13, if x plus y equals 10 and 1 over x plus 1 over y equals 4, then xy equals what? So we have 1 over x plus 1 over y. You can use this method. Now in Arabic, it's just multiply x times y and write x plus y in the numerator. This is equals to 4. And we have xy equals 10. So we can replace x plus y equals 10. 10 divided which number it will be 4? I think 10 divided a decimal number it will be 4. And the only answer with a decimal number it's C. So the answer of this question is C. Let's move to question 14. If 9 power 3 times 3 equals x power 7, then x equals what? In this question, you can write 9 as 3 squared. So this is 3 squared raised to the power of 2 times 3. You can multiply both exponents, so it's 2 times 3, which equals 6, plus 1, so this is 3 power 7. Compare the left-hand side and the right-hand side. It means x equals to 3. The answer is 2. For question 15, what is the angle which is made by the minute hand from 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.? You know that one rotation from the clock, one hour is 360. So from 4 to 5, it's 1 hour. From 5 to 6, it's 1 hour. From 6 to 7, it's 1 hour. So we have 3 hours plus 30 minutes. And as we mentioned before, 1 hour is 360. So this is 3 times 360. Plus 30 minutes, you know that 30 minutes, this is half rotation, which is half of 360, which equals 180. Just multiply plus 180, it will be 1260. Let's move to question 16. If Khalid is older than Muhammad, Muhammad is older than Ali, and Ali is younger than Walid, compare between the age of Khalid and the age of Walid. Now we have the age of Khalid is greater than or older than the age of Muhammad, and Muhammad is older than Ali. And we have Ali is younger than Walid. Imagine that the age of Khalid is 12. And Muhammad lives than Khalid, so Muhammad is 10. And Ali is 9. So if Ali is 9, Walid is greater than Ali or older than Ali, so he may be 10 or 11 or 12 or 13. You don't know. Is it 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 16, 20, you don't know, so it's not enough information. We cannot compare between the age of Khalid and the age of Walid, because if it's 10 or 11, it will be less than. His age will be less than Khalid. If he is equals 12, it will be equal. If his age is 13, so he will be greater than Khalid, so it's not enough information. Let's move to question 17. In triangle ABC above, below, D and E are midpoints of AB and AC respectively, and the area of triangle ABC is 48. What is the area of triangle ADE, the smaller one? Now we have E, this is the midpoint, so it lies at the middle, and also D is the midpoint of AB, so this part equals this part. It means DE is parallel to BC, and also the length of DE equals half the length of BC. But if you want to compare between the areas, so you have to make both sides squared. So this is DE squared, and half it will be 40. And you have the area of the bigger one, which is 48, so it's quarter times 48. So divided 4, divided 4, divided 4, it will be 12. So the answer is 12. Let's move to 18. Which of the following could be the length of YZ? This is YZ. You know that to find the length of the third side, you have to add and subtract. 8 minus 4, it will be 4. And 8 plus 4, which equals 12. It means that the length of YZ lies between 4 and 12. It means that we will choose a number lies between 4 and 12, which is 10. So the answer is C. For question 19, identical small circles with the radius 1 are inside a big one. Find the shaded area. To find the shaded area, you will find the area of the biggest circle minus the area of the small circles. How can we find the area of the biggest circle? We have the radius of one circle equals 1 like this. So this length is 1. It means the length of all of this diameter is 2. And also this is 2. And also this is 2. This line represents a diameter and the biggest circle. So the diameter length equals 2 plus 2 plus 2. Their sum is 6. It means the radius length equals, you know that the radius is half the diameter. So it's 6 over 2, which equals 3. So the area of the biggest circle, it will be pi r squared, which is 9 pi. So this is the area of the biggest circle. Now we will find the area of each small circle. As you know that the radius is 1, and as we mentioned before, the area of one circle is pi r squared. So it will be 1 squared times pi. So the area of each circle is pi. Each one is pi. And we have 7 circles. So the area of the shaded, it will be 9 pi, the area of the biggest circle, minus the area of 7 circles, which is 7 pi. So the answer is 2 pi, which is A. For question 20, the area of the circle N is 36 pi. Find the area of the circle N. If you have a circle like this and we have the area in terms of pi, if you will take the square root of the number at the front of pi, it means you will find the radius. So the square root of 36 equals 6. So the radius of circle N equals 6. It means that this radius equals 6. And also all of this equals 6. So this diameter is 12, diameter of N. So the diameter of N is radius in the biggest circle or the bigger circle, which is circle M. So the radius of M equals 12. And as we said before, the area equals pi r squared. So it's pi times 12 squared, which equals 144. Thank you for watching. New important JT quantitative questions. Let's get started. Question 1. What is the value of y minus x when y equals negative 11 over 16 and x equals 18 over 32? So y, which is negative 11 over 16, minus x, which is 18 over 32. Now we have two different denominators. You have to multiply 16 times 2. As you know that 16 times 2, it will be 32. The same denominator here. So times 2 times 2. So it will be negative 11 times 2, which equals negative 22. And write down 32 minus 18 over 32. Then we can subtract. Write down the same denominator, which is 32. And subtract negative 22 minus 18, which equals negative 40. Then divided both the numerator and denominator by 8. Divided 8, it will be negative 5. Divided 8, it will be 4. So the answer is D. Question 2. The absolute value of negative 2 times negative 3 times negative 2 minus the absolute value of negative 3 minus 12. You know that the absolute value keeps the number positive. So if you evaluate or calculate all the numbers inside the absolute value and it will be a negative number, you have to remove or to eliminate the negative sign. It will be positive because we have absolute value. So negative 2 times negative 3, which equals 6. 6 times 2, which equals negative 12. So this is the absolute value of negative 12 minus negative 3, negative 12, which equals negative 15. So it will be 12 minus 15, which equals negative 3. So it's A. Question 3. A truck traveling at 35 miles per hour has a leaky radiator that is losing 4 fluid ounces per minute. How many miles will the truck travel before the radiator, which it held 480 fluid ounces when it began to leak, is empty? So to determine how many miles the truck will be traveled before the radiator is empty, we have to follow the steps. First, you will find the time. You'll just divide it 480 by the rate, which is 4. 4 divided 4 is 1. 8 divided 4 is 2. And write down 1 0. So it will be 120 minutes. And you know that 120 minutes is 2 hours. As you know that 1 hour is 60 minutes, so 2 minutes, it will be 120 minutes, which equals 2 hours. So we have 2 hours. So to find the distance, you know that the distance is speed times time. So it will be 35, which is the speed, times the time, which is 2, which equals 70. So the answer is D. Next one. Lamar can paint 1/6 of a fence per hour. Rand can paint 1/8 of the same fence per hour. What fraction of the fence will be painted when Lamar and Rand walk at the same rate for 2 hours? To determine what fraction of the fence Lamar and Rand can paint together in 2 hours, we will calculate the Lamar painting, which is 1/6 of the fence. And also we have the Rand rate painting, which is 1/8 of the fence. Together it will be 1/6 plus 1/8. We have two different denominators. You can use this method, the rule, in Arabic. 6 times 8, which equals 48. 1 times 8 equals 8, and 1 times 6 equals 6. So it will be 14/48. Simplify, divided 2, it will be 7, divided 2, it will be 24. So it's 7/24. So in 2 hours, you'll just multiply 7/24 times 2. Simplify, divided 2 equals 1, divided 2 equals 12. So the answer is 7/12. So it's D. Next question. Compare 999 squared minus 2 squared over 1001 and 1000. We want to compare between A and B. Before we start to answer this question, we have to remember that something which is called difference between two squares. If we have x squared minus y squared, this is equals x minus y times x plus y. The same for this numerator. We have 999 squared minus 2 squared. This is 999 minus 2 times 999 plus 2 over 1000, 100, 1001. 999 plus 2 is 1001. We can eliminate both the numerator and the denominator too. Now we have 999 minus 2, which equals 997. So 997, this is A, and B is 1000, so B is great. Question 6. Compare between 2 and 6/3, root 6/3. You have 6/3, you can simplify. Divided 3 equals 1, divided 3, it will be 2. So this is 2. And you can rewrite root 6/3 as root 6/3 like this. 6 divided 3 equals 2, so this is 2√2. This is 2, and this is 2√2. 2√2 is greater than 2. If we squared both sides, this one it will be 4, and this one it will be 8, so B is great. Question 7. Compare the sum of measures of the angles X, Y, and Z and 180. You can recognize that we have 3 equilateral triangles, and you know that the measure of each angle of the equilateral triangle equals 60 degrees. So this angle, its measure equals 60, and this is 60, and this is 60. If this is 60, so Z also is 60 because they are two vertically opposite angles. So it means Z equals 60. Also, this is 60, 60, 60. So X equals 60. Also, this is 60. It means Y also 60. So 60 plus 60 plus 60, which equals 180 degrees. It means both are equal. Next one. Throwing sign begin flashing at the same time. One sign flash every 3 seconds and the other flash every 8 seconds. How many seconds elapsed from the moment the two signs flash at the same time until they next flash at the same time? In this question, we will search for something which is called the least common multiple between 3 and 8. You know that to find the least common multiple, you can write the numbers in the timetable like 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, table 3, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and so on. And also for 8, you have 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. The least common multiple between both numbers is 24, so the answer is D. For question 9, if 3x plus x plus 10 and 2x minus 40 are angles of a triangle, compare between 35 and the measure of the smallest angle. So this is angles of a triangle, and you know that the sum of measures of the interior angles of any triangle equal 180. So if you added all of them like this, 3x plus x plus 10 plus 2x minus 40, this is equals 180. There's sum equals 180. Now we have an equation, but we have to add x together. 3 plus 1, it will be 4. 4 plus 2, which equals 6x, and 10 minus 40, which equals negative 30. This is equals 180. Add 30 for both sides, so 6x equals 180 plus 30, which equals 210. Then divided both sides by 6. 210 divided by 6. Divided 3, it will be 2. Divided 3, 21 divided 3, it will be 7. And write down 1 0. So it's 70 over 2. 70 over 2, which equals 35. So the value of x equals 35. Now we'll find the measure of the smallest angle. This is 3x. I write it here, 3x. So it will be 3 times 35. And we have x plus 10, which is 35 plus 10. And we have 2x minus 40. We calculate it without replacing x with its value. So 3 times 35, which equals 35 times 3, like this. 5 times 3, 15. 5 and carry up 1. 3 times 3 equals 9. Plus 1, it will be 10. So this angle, its measure is 105. The next one, 35 plus 10, which equals 45. And how can we find the last one? This is 2 times 35, which equals 70. 70 minus 40, which equals 30. So this is the measure of the smallest angle, which is 2x minus 40. So this is 30. It means A is greater. Next question, if C is the center of the circle, find the value of x. This is the center of the circle, and this is radius. This is radius to radii at the same circle. They are equals in measure. This is 3x, so this angle also 3x, two vertically opposite angles. They are equals in measure. This is an isosceles triangle, so we have two base angles are equals in measure. So this is x, and this is also x. Now to find x, as we said before, the sum of measures of the interior angles of any triangle equals 180 degrees. So we'll just add x plus 3x, which equals 180. So this is 5x equals 180. So x equals 180 over 5. 18 divided 5 is 3, and the remainder is 3. 30 divided 5 is 6. So the value of x equals 36. 3 power x plus 3 times 3 equals 81, and 21m equals 42. Compare between x and m. The first one, you can write 81 as 3 raised to the power of 4. So this is 3. You can add the exponents here. It's x plus 1. This is equals 3 raised to the power of 4. If you have the base equal the base, it means the exponent equal the exponent. So x plus 1 equals 4. So x equals 3. For the other one, we have 21m equals 42. You can divide it both sides by 21. It means m equals 42 divided 21, which equals 2. So x is greater, so a is greater. For question 12, what is the perimeter of the figure shown? All of this side is 20. This is 8, this is 20, and this is 14. We want to find the length of this part and the length of this part. This is 8, so it corresponds to 8 here. And all of this is 20, so this part is 20 minus 8, which equals 12. So this part is 12. And all of this is 20, and this part is 14, so this is 6. Because 6 plus 14, it will be 20. Now you will add 8 plus 6 plus 12 plus 14 plus 20 plus 20, 20 plus 20, which equals 40. 8 plus 12, which equals 20. 6 plus 14, which equals 20. Add all of them, 40, 60, 80, so the answer is D. Let's move to the next one, question 13. A circular land has circumference of 314 meters. Compare between the radius of the land and 45 meters. If we have the circumference, you know that the circumference is diameter times pi. So to find the length of the diameter, it will be circumference over pi. And you know that pi is 3.14. So the diameter length equals circumference, which is 314, over 3.14, which equals 100. So the diameter length equals 100, and the radius half the diameter. It means that the radius length equals half of 100, which equals 50. And we have V45, it means A is greater. Question 14. If 2x plus 3y equals 7, which of the following represent y in terms of x? Now we have 2x plus 3y equals 7. I think you can subtract 2x from both sides. So we have 3y equals 7 minus 2x. Then divided both sides by 3, it means y equals 7 minus 2x over 3. Very easy question. So we have 7 minus 2x over 3. The answer is B. Question 15. If the cost of 100 pence is 40 reals, what is the cost of 5 pence? Now we have the cost of 100 pence equals 40 reals. We want to find the cost of 5 pence. You'll divide it both sides by 20. Because you know that 100 divided 20 will be 5 pence. It will be the cost of 5 pence. So cross 0 with the 0. 4 divided 2, it will be 2. The answer is B. So the cost of 5 pence is 2 reals. Question 16. How many miles does a jet plane travel in 30 seconds if its speed is 840 miles per hour? You have the speed is 840 miles in 1 hour. We want to find the speed of 30 seconds. So we can use cross multiplication. So x equals 840 times 30 over 1 hour. And you know that we have to change 1 hour into seconds. You know that in 1 hour we have 60 minutes, and also in 1 minute we have 60 seconds. Then we will simplify 1 0 with 1 0, 1 0 with 1 0, then divided 3, it will be 1, divided 3, it will be 2. Then we have 84 over 6 times 2. Divided 2, it will be 1. Divided 2, it will be 42. So it's 42 over 6. 42 over 6, which equals 7. The answer is A. Question 17. If Ahmed completes 1/4 of a distance in half an hour, how long will it take to complete the distance? So he completes quarter of the distance in 1 hour. So repeat this quarter 4 times to find the full distance. It means that we will multiply half times 4. Half an hour times 4, which equals 2 hours. So the answer is B. For question 18, which of the following equations express a relation between D, the length of the diagonal of the square shown below, and S, the length of the side of the square? So check this triangle. This is right angle triangle, and D is the hypotenuse because it's opposite to the angle of measure 90, and this is S, and D. D is the hypotenuse. So from the Pythagorean, you know that D squared equals S squared plus S squared, the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So D squared equals 2S squared. Take the square root for both sides. It means D equals the square root of S power 2, it's S, and write down root 2. So D equals S root 2, or root 2S, so the answer is B. For question 19, each side of the square ABCD has a length of 48. A certain rectangle whose area is equal to the area of ABCD with width equals 12. What is the length on meter of the rectangle? So we have a square with side 48, and you know that all the sides of the square are equals in length. So this is 48, and this is 48, and its area equals the area of rectangle with width equals 12. We want to find the length, and you know that the area of the rectangle is length times width. First, you will find the area of the square. You know that the area of the square is side times side, so it's 48 times 48. No need to calculate. Leave it like this. This area equals the area of the rectangle, and you know that the area of the rectangle is length times width. So it's 12L equals 48 times 48. As we mentioned that the area of the square equals the area of the rectangle. Then divided both sides by 12 and start to simplify. Divided 12 equals 1, divided 12 equals 4. So it's 4 times 48 48 times 4. 8 times 4, 32. 2 and carry up 3. 4 times 4 equals 16. 16 plus 3, which equals 19. So the answer is D. For question 20, between 9 a.m. and 10:20 a.m. 18,000 visitors. Question 20, between 9 a.m. and 10:20 a.m. 18,000 visitors entered the Family Park Fun Amusement Park. Between 9 a.m. and 10:20 a.m., an average of how many visitors per minute entered the park? This question you'll divide the total number of visitors over the time from 9 to 10:20. To calculate the time from 9 to 10:20, you know that from 9 to 10, this is 1 hour plus 20 minutes. So we have 1 hour plus 20 minutes. To find the average, you will divide it 18,000. We want it per minute, so you have to change all of this time into minutes. You know that in 1 hour is 60 minutes. So 60 plus 20, which equals 80. So this is over 80. Now we can simplify. Plus 1 0 with 1 0. And 18, it will be 1800 over 8. Divided 2, it will be 4. 18 divided 2, it will be 9. And write down 2 zeros. Now we have 900 divided 4, which equals 225. So the answer is
Hello, my dear students. A set of new important GAT quantitative questions. Let's get started. Question 1, root 27 plus root 3 all squared. How can we answer a question like this? If you have root 27 in the exam, you can replace it with 3 root 3. So it's a 3 root 3 plus root 3 all squared. Now you can add 3 root 3 plus root 3. You know that we cannot add root 27 plus root 3 directly. You have to change root 27 into 3 root 3. Now we have 3 root 3 plus root 3. It will be 4 root 3 all squared. Then distribute the exponent. It will be 4 squared times root 3 squared. So 4 squared is 16. Times, you know that you will cross the square root with power 2, so it's 16 times 3, which equals 48. So the answer is C. Let's move to question 2. How many rectangles can we form from the adjacent shape? So we want to count how many rectangles. We have a method to answer this question. Just write the number of rectangles in this column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number of rectangles in this row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 times 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. If you want to add from 1 to 6, it will be 1 plus 6 over 2 times 6, or you can add manually. It will be 1 plus 2, which equals 3, 3 plus 3, which equals 6, 6 plus 4 equals 10, 10 plus 11, which equals 21, times 1 plus 2, which equals 3, 3 plus 3 equals 6, 6 plus 4, which equals 10. So it's 21 times 10, which equals 210. So it's C. Let's move to the next question. Question 3. Tamara has 2,897 reals. She spent 10% of it. What is the remaining amount? You know that you can round this number or estimate this number. 2,897, it's 2,900 or 900, like this. If you want to calculate 9% of this number, just eliminate 1 0, so it will be 290. So 10% of this number is 290. We want to find the remaining, just subtract 290 minus 2,900 minus 290. It will be approximately equals 2,600. So it's B. Question 4. A company produces 8 cars in 32 days. How many cars produced in 24 days? This is direct proportion. You have 8 cars in 32 days. So in 24 days, it will be what? We can write the number of cars, x, and use cross multiplication. X times 24 divided 32. So x equals 8 times 24 divided 32. Then start to simplify. Divided 8 equals 1, divided 8 equals 4, 24 divided 4, which equals 6, so the answer is D. Question 5. Find the area of the smallest 5 triangles. You have big rectangle with dimensions 8 and 4. You can find the area of all of this rectangle, which is 8 times 4. You know that the area of rectangle is length times width, so it's 8 times 4, which equals 32. This is the area of all of the rectangle. Now we will count how many small triangles that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have 8 also here. So we have 16 triangles. To find the area of each one, it will be 32 divided by 16. This is the area of each triangle, which equals 2. If you want to find the area of 5 small triangles, just multiply 2 times 5, which equals 10. The answer is B. Question 6. Abdullah read 3.5 pages in 12 minutes. How many pages will he read for 1 hour? You know, this is also direct proportion. 3.5 pages in 12 minutes. And we want to find how many pages in 1 hour. You know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Instead of using cross multiplication, you know that 12 times what equals 60? 12 times 5. So we'll just multiply this number times 5 to find the number of pages. So 3.5 times 5. This is the answer. You know, you can multiply 3 times 2, it will be 6, plus 1, it will be 7. So this is 7 over 2 times 5. So it's 35 over 2, which is 17.5. The answer is C. Question 7. Ahmed, Saud, Fahd, and Faisal ran a race. The paragraph below give each boy's running time in seconds. How many of the boys ran the race in less than time than the average of the 4 running time? So in this question, you have to find the average at the beginning, or the mean. What is the mean? Just add the numbers and divided their numbers. So to find the average or the mean, you'll just add 81 plus 84 plus 62 plus 94 over their number, which is 4. By adding, it will be 32, 321 over 4. Then divided, 32 divided 4, it will be 8. 1 over 4, which equals, I think it will be 0.5. So it will be 80.1 over 4, as we said, 25. So the average is 80.25. So how many boys ran the race less than the average? How many boys less than 80.25? We have only one, which is, his name is Fat. So the answer is 1. Question 8. What is the percentage of increase between Shaban and Ramadan? You know that to find the percentage of increase, just find the difference over the original times 100. So the difference between Shaban and Ramadan, this is Shaban, which is 4. This is Ramadan, which is 10. The difference between them, 10 minus 4, which equals 6, over the original, which is 4, times 100. Divided 4 equals 1, divided 4 equals 25. Now we have 6 times 25, which equals 150, and don't forget to write the percentage. So the answer is B. Question 9. Compare between the cube root of the cube root of the cube root of 2 raised to the power of 9, B, the cube root of 4. You know that the cube root, if you have the cube root of x, this is the same x power third. So you can write all of this as 2 or 9 raised to the power of third, all to the power of third, because we have 3 cube roots. Now, if you have several exponents like this, you can multiply all of them all together. It means that you multiply 9 times third, times third, times third. You can eliminate 3 times 3, which is 9 with 9, so the answer is third. So all of this expression is 2 raised to the power of third, which is the cube root of the cube root of 2. Now we have the cube root of 2 and the cube root of 4. I think B is greater. Question 10. In the opposite figure, find the value of x. You know that the sum of measures of the exterior angles of any polygon equals 360. It means that you will just add all of them and the sum equals 360. Now we will add 2x plus 2x is 4x. 4x plus 3x, it will be 7x. 7x plus 2, it will be 9. 9 plus 3, which equals 12. So we have 12x. This sum equals, as we said before, 360. Divided both sides by 12. 36 divided 12 equals 3. Write down this 0, so the answer is 30. Question 11 in the figure below, AB is congruent to BC and AE. Intersect BF at C. What is the measure of angle B? How can we find the measure of this angle? This is 38, so this angle also, its measure equals 38 because we have two vertically opposite angles and they are equals in measure. We have two equal sides. So this is an isosceles triangle, and you know that the two base angles of the isosceles triangle, they are equals in measure. Now we have a triangle, and you know that the sum of measures of the interior angle on the interior angles of any triangle equals 360. So you will just subtract 180 minus 38 plus 38. So 38 plus 38, I think it will be 38 plus 38, their sum equals 76. Then 180 minus 76, which equals 104. The answer is D. Question 12 in the opposite figure, AB equals AC, AB parallel to DE, find measure of angle A. In this figure, we have AB is parallel to DE, and we have BD is a transversal. You can find the measure of this angle. You know that there's sum equals 180 to supplementary angles, so 180 minus 65, which equals 115. If this angle is 115, this angle also, its measure is 115 degrees, because you have Z letter. Alternate angles, two alternate angles. Now you can find the measure of this angle. It will be 180 minus 115, which is 65. And now we have, like the previous question, an isosceles triangle. We have the two base angles, they are equals in measure. So this is also 65. To find the measure of the third angle, 180 minus the sum of 65 and 65, which is 180 minus 130, which equals 50 degrees. Let's move to question 13. A 6-inch by 6-inch square, graded show below, is divided into 36 squares, each with side length of 1 inch. Each vertex of the two shaded triangles lies at an intersection of two grade lines. What fractional part of the 6-inch by 6-inch square is shaded? Now we want to find the area of the shaded over the area of all of this square. You know that we have two triangles. The area of each one, as you know that the area of the triangle is half times base times height. So this triangle, its area, it will be half times, this is the base, 1, 2, times the height, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be the area of this small triangle. Also, we can find the area of this triangle, half times base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half times 4 times 6, which equals 12. Now we have the two areas, 4 and 12, just add them, it will be 16 over the total area, which is 6 times 6, the area of all of this square, which equals 36. Then simplify, you can divide it, both the numerator and denominator, by 4. Divided 4, it will be 4. Divided 4, it will be 9. So the answer is 4 over 9, which is C. Let's move to the next one. If the volume of the opposite rectangular prism is 90 cube centimeter, find the value of x. You know that to find the volume of this shape, this cuboid, you'll just multiply length times width times the height. So it will be x plus 3 times x plus 2. All of this equals to 90. Now we can pick one from the choices and check is it correct or not. For example, if we choose 2, so it will be 2 plus 3, which equals 5. This is 2 times 2 plus 2, which equals 4. 5 times 2 equals 10. 10 times 4, it will be 40. So A, it's not correct. So we can pick B, which is 3. 3 plus 3, it will be 6 times 3. 3 plus 2, which equals 5. So we have 6 times 5 equals 30. 30 times 3, it will be 90. So x equals 3 satisfy this equation. So the answer is B. Let's move to the next one. Find the length of AC. We have a triangle, we have another one, and we want to find this length. This is 11, 5, 20. How can we start to answer this question? Check the bigger triangle, ADB. This is right angle triangle. We have measure of angle B equals 90, and the opposite side, which is the hypotenuse, equals 20. And we have all of this side equals 16. Now we can use the Pythagorean to find the length of this side, which is AB. Instead of using Pythagorean, you know that if you have right angle triangle like this small one, as we said before, the course, this is, if this side is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, special triangle, 3, 4, and 5. So if this is 4, and this is 16, it means you multiply it by 4. And also 5, and this is 20, so multiply it by 4. So 3 times 4, it will be 12. So this side is 12. Now we have this side is 12, and this is 5. Check this small triangle, 5, 12. You know that from the special cases for the right angle triangle, we have 3, 4, and 5. As we mentioned before, we have 6, 8, and 10. And we have 5, 12, and 13. So if the two sides 5 and 12, you can find the length of the hypotenuse, which equals 13. It means that the length of AC equals 13. So the answer is C. Let's move to question 16. What is the value of X? This is polygon, quadrilateral. We have this angle is 120, 90, 90, and this part equals 25, and we want to find measure of angle X. First, check the polygon, the quadrilateral. You know that the sum of measures of any polygon that have 4 sides, that has four sides, it's 360. So if this angle is 120, this is 90, 90. So 360 minus the sum. So this angle equals 60 degrees. Now check this small triangle. We have 60 and 25, and you know that the sum of measures of the interior angles of any triangle equals 180. So at the first, you will add 60 plus 25, which equals 85. So the sum of measures of the two angles is 85. 60 plus 25, which is 85. Then subtract 180 minus 85. I think it will be 95. Let's move to the next question, question 17. And the opposite figure, find the area of the unshaded region. We have a square, and we have 3 squares inside. So in this question, you'll just find the area of the biggest square minus the area of the small squares. So the area of the biggest square, you know that the area of the square formula, it's side times side. So it will be 9 times 9, which equals 81. Minus the area of all the squares. We have 3 squares. This is 5 times 5, which equals 25. This is 3 times 3, which equals 9. And this is 1 times 1, which equals 1. So this is 81 minus the sum of 25 plus 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 25 is 35. So we'll just subtract 81 minus 35, which equals 46. The answer is B. Question 18. A liter of milk can fill up 3 large cups or 5 small cups. If there are 12 large cups and 10 small cups, about how many liters of milk will be needed to fill all the cups? So we will have 12 large cups and 10 small cups. You know that 1 liter can fill 3. So to find the number of liters, just divide 12 divided 3. This is for the large cups. Plus the small cups, you know that filling 5 small cups with 1 liter. So in 10 liters, you just divide 10 by 5. Then add. This is for the large cups and this is for the small cups. So 12 divided 3, it will be 4. And 10 divided 5, which equals 2. So the answer is 6, which is D. Let's move to question 19. What is the value of 9 power half plus 16 power half all to the power of 2? You know that power half, it means the square root. So it will be the square root of 9 plus the square root of 16 all squared. It's not allowed to distribute this exponent. You have to calculate root 9 and root 16. Root 9, you know that it's 3 plus root 16, which equals 4, all squared. So this is 7 squared, which equals 49. Question 20. A car travels at 30 kilometers per hour and another person is walking on the opposite direction at 4 kilometers per hour. If they meet after half an hour, what is the distance between them? What is the meaning of 30 kilometers per hour? It means the car covers 30 kilometers after 1 hour. So in a half hour, it will cover 15 kilometers. Also for the person after 4 kilometers or after 1 hour, he covers 4 kilometers. So in 1 hour, he covers 2 kilometers. Just add 15 plus 2, which equals 17.